Go give Willow her shirt. So welcome everybody. Well, I'll give you a 2-minute warning and we'll get started in just a couple minutes. But it's so nice to see you here and we're going to have some fun. So for your viewing pleasure, I would invite you to sit in the middle sections. I invite you to sit in the middle because the action is all right here. If you're sitting over there or sitting over there, you may, you're going to be seeing the cast hang out more than the play. I mean, it could be entertaining, but... You guys, you can sit there, it's okay. Sit wherever you like. Oh, we can sit back over here. But I said, if you sit over here, then you're not, So I'm guessing that some of you may have cell phones. So if you do, I'm going to invite you to turn it to silent or off or airplane or something, because we are a very trained cast and we will be distracted very easily. We're so distractible, we're bringing our scripts with us. So it is just a pleasure to have you all here. As you know, Purim is a time of joy. And one of the challenges and craziness of Purim is that it is a very difficult story. It's a story of lots of things that we don't normally talk about with children. Most of the Purim story is totally inappropriate. There's violence, there's relationships, there's, well, you just insert a few others. Drinking. Lots of drinking. The entire show, the entire book of Esther is people drinking too much. So there's a lot of that, but we made a child-friendly version, and by we, I mean Janice Levine. So our writer, our director, our producer, our costume designer, our costume provider, I'm not sure there's anything she didn't do. So we're really glad to have you all, and places.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming. I am Mordecai. I speak for the Jews, and I'd like to say a few words, please don't snooze, regarding the story that you're about to see. It actually happened. Just take it from me. But there's more to the story than what's on the page, so please pay attention while the narrator sets the stage.
We open in Shushan, a city of old. It was like many others, and always controlled by the king of the city and his right-hand man. This town was in Persia, now known as Iran. The story involves many people somehow. Who are they, you ask? I'll tell you right now. Big A, little a. What begins with A? Ahasuerus, the king, the lead man in our play. Big C, little c. What begins with C? The king's helper, the chamberlain. C, C, C. Big H, little h. Haman, that's who. When we say his name, we always yell, boo! You're a mean one, Haman, you. You set out to kill each and every Jew. Big V, little v, Vera, violet, vol. It also stands for Vashti, who has a tiny role. A, B, C, D, E, Esther, she's the heroine. E. Big M, little m, Mordecai the Jew, a very nice man, and Esther's cousin too. Big B, little b, what begins with B? Big Ton, who's a bad guy, as you will surely see. Big T, little t, what begins with T? Teresh, Big Ton's friend, but he lacks integrity. And these are the main characters from A to Z. So what happens next? Cue the music, and you'll see.
Shushan, Shushan, we love Shushan. We're so happy in this town.
I have lots and lots of power. I can make them all bow down.
As the queen, I'm well respected, but I'm also really bored.
I'm the chamberlain, the king's helper. He's my boss, my ruler, my lord.
We are the bad guys, nobody likes us. We get in trouble all the time.
We live in peace here and we're honest. Always will report if we see a crime.
Shushan, Shushan, we love Shushan. All is well, at least for now. Just a happy day in Shushan.
As long as I can make them bow.
The sun did not shine, it was too wet to play. The king sat in his castle all that cold, cold, wet day.
I'm tired and bored. I want something to do.
Why, I'll go tell Queen Vashti to come dance for you.
I don't want to dance for the king, not today. I don't want to dance. I say no, no, no way.
Would you, could you, on a box? Would you, could you, with some locks?
I would not, could not on a box. I would not, could not with locks. I would not, could not on a boat. I would not, could not with a goat. I do not want to dance, I say.
Well, king will make you go away.
Go find me a new queen, one that is pretty. Go look around town, go scour the city.
Meanwhile, there was a young man who lived kind of near. His first name was Mordecai. He was the son of Yair. He was kind, he was clever, and just like me and you, he was devoted to God, for he was a Jew.
Now come meet my cousin, so lovely, so fair. Her name is Esther, and she's under my care. For many years ago, her parents both died, and many a night this poor girl just cried.
Excuse me, young lady, you're such a beauty. I work for the king, and it is my duty to bring you to him and make you his wife. Now gather your things, go start your new life.
You must go with him, for you have no choice. But always remember to keep quiet your voice. Don't tell anyone that you're really a Jew, for who knows how they'll feel? Who knows what they'll do?
Hey, Teresh, you ready? You ready to go?
To get rid of the king, like, wow, overthrow?
You know it, little buddy. Now hurry, come along.
I'm just so pumped up, like, what could go wrong?
Oh no, not the king. I am in a tough spot, but I must warn the king of this murderous plot.
So brave Mordecai warned the king of this caper, and his chamberlain recorded it on a big piece of paper. Meanwhile, the king's right-hand man, Haman, as you know, was obsessed with his power, and it just seemed to grow. He made a new law that every last man must bow down to him and kiss his toes if he can. But Mordecai wouldn't, for he was a Jew.
My God is the only one I'll bow down to.
Now Mordecai was home on a dark, quiet night. When something went bump, it went bump in the night. He looked, then he saw him step in on the mat. He looked and he saw him, that man in the hat. That Haman was wearing a three-cornered hat.
I just learned that you will not bow down to me. That couldn't be true. Could it be?
I would not, could not on a train. I would not, could not in the rain.
Oh, would you, could you in a house? Oh, would you, could you with a mouse?
I would not, could not on a train. I would not, could not in the rain. I would not, could not in a house. I would not, could not with a mouse. I would not, could not here or there. I would not, could not anywhere. I will not bow to you. I will not, 'cause I am a Jew. Hello, my name is Mordecai. I only pray to El Shaddai, and you are just a human guy. So I say I won't bow. Now, my name.
My name is Vashti, I was queen. I'm not from the Jewish scene, but I see what those Jews do mean, so I say I won't bow.
We won't bow, we won't bow. You can't force us to right now. God is higher than us all, and we answer to his call. We stand up and we stand tall, so we say we won't bow.
You know me as the narrator. Speaking out is what I prefer, but I agree with him and her when they say they won't bow.
I am just the chamberlain. If Haman sees me helping them, then I'm done in. But I sure hope these Jews do win, 'cause I don't like to bow.
We won't bow, we won't bow. You can't force us to right now. God is higher than us all, and we answer to his call. We stand up and we stand tall when we say we won't bow. We won't bow, we won't bow. You can't force us to right now. God is higher than us all, and we answer to his call. We stand up and we stand tall when we say we won't bow. We won't bow, we won't bow. You can't force us to right now. God is higher than us all, and we answer to his call. We stand up and we stand tall when we say we won't bow.
He thinks he's so tough, but he is really rude. I know what to do with this Mordecai dude. I hear he is Jewish, so I'll make all Jews pay. I'll put them to death, all on the same day. Once they are gone, the king will be proud. He'll throw me a parade in front of a crowd. I'll wear a fine robe. My praise will be loud.
Oh no. Have you heard? Have you heard the bad news? Haman is planning to kill all the Jews. On the 13th of Adar, he'll put us to death. He will snuff out every last Jewish breath. We need a good plan, and we need it right now, or he'll put us to death just because we won't bow. Think left and think right. Think low and think high. Oh, the things you can think up if only you try.
It's simple, Cousin Esther, but it's all up to you. You must go and tell King that you're a Jew too. If he knows that your people are going to die, he'll certainly help us. Please give it a try. Don't give up, because I believe in us all. A person's a person, no matter how small. And we very small people will not have to die if you make yourself heard, so come on now and try. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing is going to get better. It's not.
There are secrets on a leaf, in the water, in the air, hidden planets, tiny worlds, all invisible. Not a person seems to know, not a person seems to care.
I care.
There's no one who believes a thing I say.
I do.
Well, I'm fairly certain that at one time or another, great thinkers all feel this way.
This whole thing was my idea. Why are you the great thinker?
I'm alone in the universe.
I'm here.
So alone in the universe.
I'm right here.
I am Jewish, but they won't see it.
Well, that's because you've kept it hidden.
They all call me a lunatic.
No one calls you that.
Not one person is listening.
I'm right here.
If I stand on my own, so be it.
I have always supported you.
'Cause I have wings and I can fly around the moon and far beyond the sky. And one day soon, I know there you'll be. One small voice in the universe, one true friend in the universe, who believes in me. 'Cause I have wings.
You have wings.
And I can fly.
I can fly.
Around the moon and
Far beyond the sky.
Well, someday soon you will hear my plea.
One small voice in the universe, one true friend in the universe.
Who believes in me.
You have brains in your head, and you have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose.
Meanwhile,
Good evening, good king. You look handsome. That's right. And thank you for letting me see you tonight. I've something to tell you that makes me quite sad. I hope that you won't be too angry or mad.
What is it, my darling, the love of my life? How can I help my most beautiful wife?
A man wants to kill me, and my people too. He wants this because he has learned I'm a Jew. I know up on top you are seeing great sights, but down here on the bottom, the Jews too should have rights.
Who is this man, darling? He sounds like a jerk.
It's none other than Haman. And for you, he does work.
I'm glad that you told me. I know what to do. I'll fire that Haman and save every Jew. You learned quite a lesson, that's certainly true. When you stand for what's right, oh, the things you can do. Oh, the things you can do, oh, the things you can do when you're willing to try. Try to fight for the good when you know that you should and you understand why. If you open your mind, oh, the things you will find, and there's so much to do. Oh, the things you can do when you act like a Jew. Oh, the things you can do when you know what is right and you're willing to fight. Oh, when things have gone wrong and you won't go along, 'cause what's right is inside. If you show that you care and you're willing to dare to speak out the truth. Oh, the things you can do when you act like a Jew. Who? You? Who? Oh, the things you can do when you act like a Jew. If you show that you care and you're willing to dare to speak out the truth, all the things you can do when you act like a Jew. Who? You? Oh! All the things you can do when you act like a Jew.
Woo! And our director and writer,
Big hand for
Dennis.
So if you enjoyed it the first time or missed the first few minutes, it's available on Facebook, YouTube, StreamSpot, and everywhere else where videos are shown these days. And this is a hard thing for Jews. If you RSVP'd, please join us for dinner. If not, we're so glad to see you. Have a good night. Hag Sameach.
got it. We decided that enough of this Haman being the little guy. We're doing Haman of the opera.
Okay.
That's our first number.
Hey, I'm game for anything if someone can write it.
Oh, Janice has already got it written. She'll be home.
All right.
It'll be written tonight. If I know Janice by midnight.
Okay, if you do write it, I get high notes.